Hey everyone, I am back with another video speed paint thing. Sketchbook drawing. I don't know. I hope everyone's doing just fine. I've been okay. These past few days have kind of been hard. I found out my neighbor across the street passed away a few days ago, and so it's hard, you know, knowing like a father and like a husband has passed away. And I went to the funeral, and it was just surreal, like seeing him there in the caskets, just kind of like, oh, like, and death is so normal, but yet like when you're face to face with it, you see it like firsthand. It's like unimaginable. It's like, is this even a thing? Like, you think they're just gonna, oh no, they're just sleeping, they're gonna wake up, but yeah, it's tough. Yeah, and so that's been me, you know. I've been in school doing a lot of sculpture stuff, and for all my art classes, I was making a plaster waterfall, and I used resin for the water, and I used watercolor to paint the plaster block thing. So that was fun. A lot of carving, a lot of screechy, painful screechiness. Yeah, so here is my OC, Dawn. I keep saying sorry. I've wanted to draw more different types of clothing from like really cool and colorful types of clothing, and from like the 70s style and all that like hippie groovies kind of stuff I've been leaning towards lately. So I've been going on Pinterest and making folders of like clothing folders and interiors of like old diners and like like 70s kind of things. And so one of the images was of this cool jacket. The colors aren't the same because I don't want to copy, but it's based off of this picture. I'll put it up. Whenever I do these voiceovers, I always feel like I have to keep talking, and then I get out of breath because I keep talking and I don't want to stop talking because then it'll be awkward silence. But I'm like, Sydney, you need to breathe. Just breathe. You can stop. You can pause. But it's like, nope. You gotta keep talking. Talk. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I've been wanting to draw more interior stuff, houses, interior thingies, because I never do that. But yet my sketchbook is a little small, so it's kind of hard to draw that kind of stuff. But I'll also put another picture here of another drawing that I have done of an interior that totally spies the show inspired me, because their house, they're like, the house that they're staying at, it's just so nice. Like, can I live there? Like, man. Don't mind my open window. I need some airflow, ventilation, so if you hear cars going by, you know why. The art supplies I used in this sketchbook drawing are Faber Castelle Gelatos, Pentel Sign Pens, Tombow twin markers, and Frixion highlighters. I'll link them below if you want to check them out. I won't link the actual links, but I don't know what I'm saying. I'll put the names of the art supplies down below. I was at Hobby Lobby earlier today. Don't mind the construction also. But anyway, I was at Hobby Lobby today, and I was like, maybe I can find a little gimmicky art supply, because I like gimmicky art supplies for some reason. And I don't know. I was just looking everywhere, looking in the craft like the scrapbooking section and like the art supply section. I was like, there's nothing new. There's nothing that I want. I mean, I guess I don't need anything, because I'm pretty satisfied with what I have, my kind of cheapo art supplies for some reason. You know, I don't know. Like, I haven't wanted an expensive art supply. It's all been relatively cheap recently. you know, like, I've been using crayons. They're cheap. They're like $1 or $2 a thing, like a set. And I got highlighters, the Frixion erasable highlighters, and they were like $6, and they're pretty good too. It's just kind of like, it's like I'm limiting myself. So I don't know, it's nice. And I mean, I guess I did get the Tombow markers, and they were, I don't know, how expensive were they? They're maybe like $15, maybe. And then the Faber Castelle Gelatos were like $2.99 a thing, and I have 6 of them, so yeah. But I don't know, the less art supplies I use, the least of a hassle it is, so that's nice. So whenever I've seen PewDiePie's Dr. Phil reactions, I'm like, let's record an episode. And I finally recorded it, and I watched it, and I'm just like, send her to the ranch, you know. I'm just like, send her to the ranch. But she didn't go to the ranch, so I was like, oh, that was a disappointment. But it's like, I feel like Dr. Phil has probably gotten a lot of like publicity from PewDiePie being like, yes, Dr. Phil reactions, because, you know, the show's just so good. And it's like, wow, some people aren't well off, and I'm happy that I'm not as, you know, like, crazy as them. I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but it's like some people on the show are just like, they're a harm to others and a harm to themselves, so, you know, they should get the help from Dr. Phil and send her to the ranch! So going back to the drawing, the background, the pink squares are supposed to be tile, and I don't know if it looks like tile, because when I did it, I'm like, this doesn't look like tile, but maybe to other people it looks like tile, you know, like a retro diner tile kind of thing, but I don't know. I still like it. But maybe I could have done better. I don't know. If you usually draw, what do you draw? Comment down below. That'll be the question of the day. What do you draw, and why do you draw it? Just because you like it? Because it comes naturally? Comment down below. In my graphic design class, we're doing a project making postage stamps, and we had to pick a state and make a design around that. And so at first I did a stamp inspired by Kentucky Rain by Elvis, and then because you had to have 2 designs, and the second design is of tulip tree leaves and an eastern red bat, and people liked the bat one more, and so I've been doing that on Adobe Illustrator, and it was almost done, and it was all painterly looking, and it's hard to do that in Adobe Illustrator because it's just complicated, because it's a vector thing, and but I went to put my, like, save as a PDF, and I went to put it on the Google Drive because we had to submit our progress kind of things, and it was too big of a file, and I was like, what even? Why even? Why? Well, that's all for today, friends. I hope you liked this little talky, rambling video. Like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link down below. Yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!